Hey, I am doing my very first tutorial thing, whatever. You can thank my sister for that. I'm missing one of the other colors I was using, but I am going to be making these nails. My pinkies are, well, that one's a little sloppy, but that's okay. Anyways, all I do is rub on a nice, this is a Ziploc bag. I actually cut the parts in half, but you don't have to. And just glop it on there in a layer. Mine I'm going to need somewhat glopped up, nice and thick. It's purple. It probably looks black on the screen. I don't have any better light. And a nice thick strip of white. Yes, that is a flosser toothpick. And then just swipe it down. You can either use the thick. I like to use the thick first because it splits it. I don't know if you can sort of see it. And then make finer lines in between. And if there's any holes, which of course I see a couple, you can just patch it up with a quick swipe. It don't have to be perfect. You can always make another one if you're not happy. But I'll do several of those. And that's what it looks like. And then you set it aside and let it dry. Flip your over, and yes, I have some finished, which I had actually done earlier. So this is so like one of those cooking shows where they always have the finished product in the oven. Although of course I don't have an oven. Well, not for doing my nails. I usually use the same color that I've for that, which is purple. I'd probably also use white, which would probably be smarter for me to use for the tips. And spread a thin layer, don't have to be neat. It gets covered up. Take it, press it on. You can slide it around. Press it into the creases, but don't push too hard because it'll slide it around, or if you put a lot of nail polish on your nail for the glue, then it has a tendency of ripping. And just fold it over and tuck it, pulling it slightly so that it sort of stretches it. And I personally have nails long enough to tear it with, Sometimes I use a pocket knife, but I have also used toothpick. And because the nail polish that you put on the actual nail, it softens it up enough that it tears fairly easily right along the edge of your nail, a lot more easily than it would normally. And you just press along the edge of your nail. And I typically tear this part off because the bottom part is the hardest part to do. You won't be able to see it on the camera because my camera is actually pretty bad. But there is a crease right along the edge that if you pressed hard enough, you can usually see along where like your cuticle, etc. are. And you just press and press and press to define it more and more, or just cut it if you have something sharper. I find these work pretty well. And sometimes it needs to be neatened up. And where did my clear go? And I usually put a layer of clear along the edge and a little bit underneath to soften that up a little bit more so it sticks down better, so you're not doing something and have it come up. I've had one set actually tear up from the bottom because I didn't stick enough of this at the bottom. Clear coat, and that's it.